Beyond the extravagant neon-lit city of Las Venturas leads us to the most desolate region of the state of San Andreas. This is Bone County. Here the roads are empty, the towns are quiet, and the silence feels heavier than the desert heat. This isn't just a forgotten corner of the map. It's a place filled with strange landmarks, shadowy facilities, and questions that have never been fully answered. From the restricted airspace around Area 69 and the cliffs of Tierra Robada that overlook long-forgotten ruins, every stretch of dirt seems to carry a story, and not all of them are easy to explain. In today's video, we'll be diving deep into the hidden details, unsolved mysteries, and conspiracies that lie buried across Bone County. My name is Lunch Train Boy, and let's get started. In the depths of Bone County, the player can discover a mass grave site. Now, some players believe an NPC dubbed by the community Mr. TrenchCoat is responsible for this grave site, but I don't think the evidence supports it. Players believe that he resides in a house between El Quebrados and Las Barrancas, claiming that the truck parked outside is the same one that's at the grave site. However, the vehicle at the suspected house is a Sadler, while the one found at the grave site is a Bobcat. One interesting suspect will be Mary Beth Maybell. Mary Beth Maybell is the radio host for the K-Rose radio station, which also broadcasts in Bone County. During one of her broadcasts, she says that she had 6 husbands, all of which that are now 6 feet under. Players were quick to link this to the mass grave site, because at the grave site, there are 6 bodies. However, the most likely explanation for this grave site may be the work of the Mafia. In San Andreas' introduction, 2 members of the Sindaco crime family can be seen digging a grave in Bone County, disposing of a body. Although this location in the introduction differs from the mass grave location, it may reflect the Sindaco's typical practice when it comes to disposing of dead bodies. And this is also a common method used by real-life mafia families from Las Vegas, who would bury bodies of their enemies in the surrounding desert of Las Vegas. Between the towering rock formations of Arco del Oeste and El Castillo del Diablo lies the long-forgotten ghost town of Las Brujas. Las Brujas is home to many myths created by the community, from Mothman sightings to ghost sightings of Officer Pulaski and Officer Hernandez. However, the most notable myth surrounding this town would be the sightings of a silhouette figure seen here at night. Late at night, players have alleged to have seen a shadowy figure stalking the town of Las Brujas, but if the player were to approach the figure, it would disappear. The figure is described to walk like an elderly woman, and it's been claimed by players that if they get too close to the town cemetery, that the figure would attack them. On the police radio, an officer will make a dispatch reporting of an old woman in the ghost town, which is strange considering no NPCs spawn in the town. So the myth could originated from this dispatch, or the dispatch could be referencing the myth itself. However, no evidence has been found to support the claim of a shadowy figure in the town, other than photoshopped images and modded gameplay. Mr. Trenchcoat is an NPC who spawns in the towns of Bone County and Tierra Robada. He is seen in western attire with a cowboy hat, a red neckerchief, and a duster coat. What makes this NPC most interesting would be his dialogue, where he goes to talk about hearing voices, brain implants, and encountering reptilian people, and claims to have been abducted by aliens. He goes on to complain about suffering from headaches and is clearly a paranoid person. I'll go ahead and play his dialogue now.
Headaches, voices, urges in my head. Can't let them take me again. My brain abducted again. Fight the voices, friend. Alien scum, lizard-eyed imposter. You're not probing me again. You can't steal my mind. Green-blooded abomination for Earth, man! You seen the light above the desert? Have you ever seen one of them? You ever seen a visitor?
Some players believe that this NPC is actually a serial killer, and they believe he lives in a small house in Tierra Robata. And as I said in an earlier segment, he has been alleged to be behind the mass gravesite. But again, as I stated earlier, the truck that spawns at his alleged home is not the same truck that spawns at the gravesite. I don't believe this NPC is a serial killer, but I do believe he is suffering from alcoholic dementia, which is a type of brain damage caused by long-term heavy alcohol use, which would explain his delusions and his complaints of headaches. It's either that or he truly was abducted by aliens. Now, to start off this segment, we have to make our way to Torino's ranch, where players believe the map on this wall is a map of UFO sightings in San Andreas. This map can only be found in Torino's ranch and the Little Proben diner south of Area 69. With Torino's known ties to the government, most likely being a CIA agent, could bring credibility to this map. Alleged sightings of UFOs can be seen in the night sky. However, this is a misconception, as these lights in the sky are not UFOs but are actually satellites and airplanes. However, it has been confirmed that aliens do exist in San Andreas. They physically can't be found, but they have been confirmed through dialogue. In the Mission Black project, the lady speaking over the megaphone makes multiple references to aliens and UFOs, such as all personnel working on alien bodies evacuate immediately. And in the mission Stowaway, CJ is tasked to steal cargo from a cargo plane occupied by men in black figures. These NPCs have hurled insults to CJ that are bigoted to humans, so these men in black figures could be alien shapeshifters and not actual agents of the government. And in the mission Green Goo, CJ is tasked to steal a jar of green goo from a military cargo freight. This is believed to be an alien life form. Sometime after the events of the story, The Truth calls Area 53, a paranormal conspiracy radio show hosted on WCTR. And I believe his phone call on the show is referencing the green goo specimen he stole from the military. And I'll go ahead and play that now.
Line 18. Hello.
Okay, man. I warned you. I've been over to the other side.
What are you talking about, buddy?
I've been inside everything, seen everything. Remember the first time you did mushrooms? There are aliens living in the state. Aliens, and I've held them in my own hand. Everybody, go to the desert, beg their forgiveness.
How do you know all this?
I went to the camp. Believe what you want to believe, but ask yourself, why should I make this up?
The only thing I want to ask myself is how I can keep you off future shows. Oh, God.
If you guys made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys haven't already, feel free to watch my other two mystery videos, such as the mysteries of Red County and the mysteries of Flint County. And if you guys did go enjoy this video, a like and a comment will be appreciated. Subscribe if you're new, and with all that out of the way, I hope you guys have a great day.